The West Virginia Mountaineers have been dealt what I think is the first major blow in the transfer portal season of 2022. Who is it? Pull up a chair, sit back, relax, and let's talk about it. What is up, college sports fans, fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Couz, and welcome into another edition of Couz's Corner. So pull that chair up and let me serve you up this shot of top shelf college football content. In this episode, we're talking West Virginia football. We're talking transfer portal. And one of the players that I most feared would leave the program and was probably being looked at and trying to be poached by other schools has put his name into the portal, and I'm talking about sophomore wide receiver Kaden Prather. Caden Prather was in line to be the number one guy in the receiver room for the 2023 season because Bryce Ford Wheaton and Sam James were both moving on to the NFL draft, and he was going to be the guy. But he has now decided, apparently, to take his talents elsewhere. Let's look at his Twitter account. And this was first reported, by the way, or at least I first read it on 24/7 Sports via earsports.com. But let's look at his Twitter account and what he posted as part of his announcement. Caden Prather on his Twitter account says, "Thank you, West Virginia. I would like to thank the great state of West Virginia and all Mountaineers fans for their hospitality over the years. You are the most loyal fans a player could ever hope for, and I have enjoyed playing for you. I would like to thank Coach Brown and the other coaches and strength staff for the great opportunity presented to me. I will remember all the friendships made. With that being said, I will be doing what's best for me in entering the transfer portal. Please respect my decision. Hashtag free3. Now, that all sounded great and pretty normal until I got to that free 3 part. And maybe I'm reading too much into this, but when I see that free 3, I'm thinking he didn't feel like he was free at West Virginia. Is that some kind of shot at the coaching staff? Is it a shot at the program? Is it a subtle shot as he's leaving, or is it simply meaning I'm free in the portal to go wherever I want to? I want to hear what you think in the comment section. Let me know. Is that Caden Prather saying he did not feel free at West Virginia? And is that a shot at the coaching staff and the program? What do you think? Now, when you look at his productivity for 2022, pretty good in my opinion. I mean, he had 52 catches for 501 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was second on the team in receptions with that 52 number, so just a really productive year for a sophomore receiver. He came into West Virginia as a 4-star recruit with a .9128 rating according to 24/7 Sports Composite as the nation's number 38 receiver in the 2021 class. Just to put context around it, he was the 23rd rated recruit in the history of West Virginia football, just barely behind the incoming Rodney Gallagher. In my opinion, this is a big loss. I've been chatting back and forth through DMs with my friend Mountaineer Paul. He disagrees with me on this. I think this is a big loss. I think Caden Prather could have been a star wide receiver at West Virginia. I think he had the skills, the talent, the ability, and I think once he got more experience, he was going to be a great receiver. And to me, what makes it even more damaging is the fact that we already lost Reese Smith, and I didn't think Reese Smith was a huge loss by himself. But when you add that into losing Caden Prather, into losing Ford Wheaton and Sam James, we have very little left at the receiver position for West Virginia. We have no experience coming back, or very little, I should say, with Cortez Braham and Jeremiah Aaron. And then you add in Jarrell Williams, who barely saw the field as a true freshman. Now, we do have some talent coming in this recruiting class with Rodney Gallagher and some others, but you don't want to have to rely on a lot of freshmen. And then, two, what is this going to make Nico and Garrett Green think? Are they going to start getting nervous now and say, wait a minute now, who am I going to throw the ball to? Maybe I need to look at going somewhere else now so I can have a better receiving core around me, a more experienced receiving core around me. The fallout to this might be even a bigger concern to me than actually losing Prather individually, even though I do think he was in line to be a big star for West Virginia. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section, Mountaineer Nation and Couz's Corner family. Do you think this is a major loss for West Virginia? Or do you think, hey, they can just fill this slot with somebody from the portal and move on? I want to hear your thoughts. Now, they do have a lot of offers out to wide receivers in the transfer portal. And they do have offers out to the guys with experience and who have put up better numbers than Kaden Prather. Now, most of them haven't done it at the Power 5 level, but some of them have done it at the G5 level, and some of them have done it at the FCS level. And there are a few guys at the Power 5 level that they've offered. It'll be interesting to see who they can get. Can they bring in somebody that's even better than Kaden Prather? That can be more productive than Kaden Prather? It's yet to be determined, obviously, but I do think this is a big loss for West Virginia. It had been rumored for a while that Kaden Prather was one guy that would likely get in the portal. And Coach Brown said in his last presser of the year that there were some players that they really needed to make an effort to keep. And I think Prather was one of those guys based on what I'm hearing on message boards and social media and whatnot. So this is not a huge surprise, but I was holding out hope that we would be able to hold on to this young man. I was hoping that, Country Roads Trust will be able to come up with some kind of big NIL deal for him. Apparently, either that didn't happen or maybe NIL is not his reasoning. Who knows? My guess is there's probably other schools he wants to look at where he might be able to, where he feels like he can get better NIL opportunities and whatnot, or maybe even have a better chance of making it into the pros. And let's not forget, he was recruited by Jared Parker, who has since left to go to Notre Dame. So he's not playing for the same receivers coach that recruited him. So that could also play a role in this as well. So once again, let me know, Couz's Corner family, what you think about this loss to the Mountaineer program and to this wide receiver room. How big of a deal do you think this is? Should we be panicking? Or should we say, hey, it's just the transfer portal, it's the times we live in. We'll plug and play with somebody else. I want to hear your thoughts. Also, if you want to support my channel financially, you can do so. Check out items in my merch store by clicking one of the photos below the description box. Click one of the merch photos. It'll get you right into my store. Buy whatever item you want in there. I've got hats, hoodies, ball caps, beanies, coffee mugs, T-shirts, tank tops, a lot of different items in there. You can get them with my channel logo. You can get them with the West Virginia JD design, a lot of different options there. Also, you can hit the thanks heart option right into this video. It's a one-time donation you can make along with a comment. You can check out the Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App links in my description box, or you can become a member of Couz's Corner. Take advantage of the perks I have to offer there, including being involved in the Capital One Bowl Median contest, where you pick winners of every single bowl game. The one who picks the most winners will get a $25 gift card. If you want to support me absolutely free, there's 4 main ways you can do that. You can like this video by clicking that thumbs up right below. You can share it out with your friends. You can drop that comment below. And last but not least, hit that red subscribe button or the white subscribe button now on the YouTube app. All that helps. That YouTube algorithm helps my video get promoted to more people. With all that being said, I really appreciate you tuning in to this episode of Couz's Corner. And until the next one, Q Country Roads. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road.